LeBron versus Bronny on Christmas Day? This could be the craziest father-son showdown sports has ever seen. But with Luka, Wemby, Jokic, and SGA ready to explode, Christmas Day could turn into an absolute NBA war.
I'm not sure if it's the player that will dominate on Christmas, but a storyline that could potentially lead the day is LeBron versus Bronny, right, Dave?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we'll have to see where Bronny is in terms of the rotation.
Sure.
JJ Redick at that point in the season, but thus far, JJ's done nothing but support Bronny in his player development, and obviously he delivered some key playoff minutes in that Houston Rockets first-round series, and so you would think his game is going to continue to develop, and there'll be a spot for him, and obviously, you know, JJ was also responsible for putting Bronny and LeBron on the court together. Their debut together, right? So JJ has a sense of the moment there. So I think we'll see it, and I want to see what the atmosphere is like in the arena, the anticipation. I don't think LeBron's going to like hunt him out. You know, he's going to play in the flow of the game.
Listen, we need Bronny to get a little swipe and layup on the other end off the old man.
But that's, I mean, like, can we just start thinking about the potential, like, Bronny scoring on LeBron?
Right.
Or LeBron chasing down Bronny? That, to me, sort of busts my brain.
Bronny says, you know, call the screen. Get Bronny up here and let's see what happens.
How about if he does the other way? Go, call the screen, bring up the old man.
Bronny said the last time they played each other one-on-one, he beat him in the driveway in Miami, their place in Miami, and then LeBron dunked and tore down the rim because he was mad. So,
well, for the 21st time in his career, LeBron James will play on Christmas Day. It should be a surprise to nobody, but the game's all-time leading scorer has the most points even on Christmas as well. And he'll look to add to his total in his first Christmas game with the 76ers. Let's get into ESPN and ABC's much-anticipated Christmas Day slate, which tips off with a finals rematch between the Spurs and the Knicks at Madison Square Garden. This will be the first NBA Finals rematch on Christmas Day. And the Sixers head to Los Angeles, where LeBron will face his former team, the new-look Lakers, with Walker Kessler. Bronny James still on the Lakers. This has the potential to become the first father-son matchup in NBA, NFL, NHL, or MLB history as they face off. Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves will host the reigning back-to-back MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and the Thunder. LaMelo Ball will be making his Christmas Day debut, while Oklahoma City hasn't won on Christmas Day since 2017. And to cap it all off, the Warriors host Denver. Last Christmas, the Joker posted a first by scoring 55 points with 15 boards and 15 assists in an NBA game. First time in NBA history that's happened. And after struggles on Christmas early in his career, Steph has scored 20 points in 3 of his last 4 Christmas games. One more time, here's a look at the 5 matchups taking place on ESPN and ABC throughout Christmas Day, starting at noon Eastern, with an NBA Finals rematch between the Spurs and the Knicks from MSG. So, DDJ, a lot to choose from there. What's the best matchup?
I'm going with the finals rematch. Spurs-Knicks. I mean, 5 incredible games, probably the best 5-game series we've seen. And the Spurs team, I've never seen a team lose a series in 5 where they felt like they should have won all 5 games.
Yes.
Like, so they want their revenge on the Knicks. The Knicks are the hunted. The Spurs, in some aspects, are also the hunted as a team. Like last year, they were surprised. Now everybody is gunning for them. Wemby put up, 40 points in Christmas against this Knicks team a couple years ago. Like, this is going to be fireworks, and all these other games are good. One thing you know about me, I thrive on negativity a little bit, so I like that these two teams do not like each other.
Yes.
And I like all that.
Good for the sport.
I love this finals rematch, but I got to look towards the game in Los Angeles. You know, LeBron's favorite indulgence, chocolate chip cookies, much like Santa. We never got to see Santa play one-on-one against one of the elves. We get LeBron versus Bronny on Christmas Day.
Yo, that's hilarious.
Worked it up for you. But that's going to be fun. It's going to be historic, and LeBron's a showman. He's going to bring an extra flair returning to this stage in Los Angeles against his former franchise. It's going to be fun to see.
And it goes to say again, the history, potentially, we've never seen this in major sports, NFL, NHL, MLB, like a father taking on a son. But I actually want to go a little bit more macro because it's LeBron returning to Los Angeles, and this is Luka Doncic's squad. Yeah. And so I feel like the Lakers will want to show that, hey, we are good, we are competitive, we have built around Luka, and we are able to compete because there's expectations for the Philadelphia 76ers to have championship level type of performances. And so I think Luka, man, we talk about fireworks. This man will want to put on a show. He will want to actually at home show that he is the guy that they are going to build this new era around.
Christmas Day could produce a moment the NBA has never seen before. LeBron James versus Bronny James. Father against son, potentially on opposite sides of an NBA court, with the entire basketball world watching.
And that's only one piece of an absolutely loaded Christmas slate.
Luka Doncic will be defending the Lakers' new era. Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs will face the Knicks in a finals rematch. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander will battle Anthony Edwards, and Nikola Jokic will meet Steph Curry. 5 games, 5 massive storylines. But if Bronny gets meaningful minutes against Philadelphia, one question could overwhelm everything else.
What happens if LeBron and Bronny actually get matched up? And the reason this possibility feels so different is that the story between LeBron and Bronny already started long before the NBA. Bronny has said that the last time he played LeBron one-on-one at their Miami home,
LeBron's reaction? He reportedly dunked and tore down the rim because he was furious. That was a driveway battle. Now imagine that rivalry moving on to an NBA Christmas stage. Bronny gets a steal. He pushes the ball forward. LeBron is waiting. Or LeBron gets switched onto Bronny, and suddenly the entire arena realizes what's happening. JJ Redick understands the magnitude of that moment better than almost anyone. He helped put LeBron and Bronny on the court together for their historic NBA debut, while continuing to support Bronny's development. Bronny also showed flashes during the playoffs, including meaningful minutes against Houston. So if his role continues growing, this unbelievable scenario becomes very real. But even without that father-son showdown, the Christmas schedule is packed with enough superstar power to create chaos all day long. The Christmas schedule delivers 5 nationally televised battles. First, the Spurs meet the Knicks at Madison Square Garden in an NBA Finals rematch. Then, Philadelphia travels to Los Angeles, creating the game's biggest storyline: LeBron returning to his former home against Luka's new-look Lakers. After that, Anthony Edwards hosts Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Oklahoma City.
And finally, Nikola Jokic and Denver face Steph Curry and Golden State.
Every game has a headline. But Los Angeles has something the others don't: history. LeBron will make his 21st Christmas Day appearance, and he already owns the most Christmas Day points in NBA history. Now, he'll have a chance to add to that record in a Philadelphia uniform against the Lakers. And that's where the game becomes much bigger than LeBron simply returning to Los Angeles. The Lakers are no longer LeBron's team. They're Luka Doncic's team. And Christmas Day gives Luka the perfect opportunity to prove it. He'll be at home. The entire basketball world will be watching. And standing across from him will be one of the greatest players in franchise history. Luka has every reason to put on a show. A dominant performance would send a message that the Lakers have moved forward and that their future is firmly built around him. But if LeBron takes over, the conversation becomes completely different. Suddenly, people start asking whether the Lakers really replaced one era or simply walked away from another. And then there is Bronny. If he gets into the rotation, this game could transform from a Lakers-76ers matchup into something that has never happened on this level before. A father facing his son on Christmas Day. But Los Angeles isn't the only place where history could be made. San Antonio and New York could deliver fireworks of their own. The Spurs lost the finals in 5 games, but the series convinced them they were capable of competing with the champions. Now, expectations have changed. Wembanyama is no longer the surprise. The Spurs are no longer the underdogs. They're the hunted. And Wembanyama has already scored 40 points against the Knicks in a previous Christmas matchup. Then comes SGA against Anthony Edwards. The reigning back-to-back MVP gets another enormous stage, while Minnesota gets the opportunity to challenge Oklahoma City's dominance. And finally, Jokic versus Curry. Last Christmas, Jokic exploded for 55 points, 15 rebounds, and 15 assists, becoming the first player in NBA history to produce those numbers in a game. Curry has also rediscovered his Christmas form, scoring at least 20 points in 3 of his last 4 Christmas games. So yes, every game has the potential to explode. But when the entire Christmas schedule is placed side by side, one storyline still has the power to eclipse them all. Imagine the arena suddenly getting louder. Bronny checks in.
LeBron checks in.
Then a screen is called. The matchup happens. For one possession, the NBA isn't about MVP awards.
This Christmas Day NBA slate has the potential to be one of the most memorable in league history, largely because of the possibility of LeBron James facing Bronny James. A father-son matchup on opposite sides would create a historic moment that could overshadow even the biggest games on the schedule. LeBron returning to Los Angeles in a 7.6 uniform adds another major storyline. The Lakers are now built around Luka Doncic, giving Luka a perfect opportunity to prove that this is truly the beginning of a new era in Los Angeles. A dominant performance against LeBron would make an immediate statement. The Spurs and Knicks matchup could be just as intense from a competitive standpoint. After their dramatic finals series, Victor Wembanyama and San Antonio now enter the season with much higher expectations. New York has the championship experience, while San Antonio has something to prove after coming so close. The other Christmas games also feature enormous star power. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Nikola Jokic, and Stephen Curry give the league several potential superstar battles. With so many elite players on the same day, almost every game has the potential to become a major event. Still, the LeBron-Bronny possibility is what makes this schedule feel different. If Bronny earns meaningful minutes and ends up matched against his father, the attention would immediately shift from the teams and standings to the history being created on the court. That is why this Christmas could become unforgettable. The NBA has already created the perfect stage with 5 major matchups. LeBron's return to Los Angeles, and a loaded group of superstars. If one rotation decision puts LeBron and Bronny against each other, Christmas Day could become a moment their family and the NBA remember forever.